Hey everyone, Kevin here. Today's video is for all of us independent contractors who gotta go pay our own taxes every quarter or at the end of the year. That is, we don't have a boss. We got our own version of a real job. And now we might actually be eligible for some unemployment. So let's talk about what was just passed in the latest stimulus bill, because this is really good info for all of us, especially if you're not aware of it yet. You might, in essence, be eligible for up to $23,400. Let's talk. Or more, so make sure you stay for the or more too. So usually independent contractors like me, a realtor, or an Uber driver, Lyft driver, maybe a freelancer, or even somebody who codes and works for LinkedIn but is technically independent contractor. I've seen this kind of stuff all throughout the industry. Companies don't want employees as much as they want independent contractors, because guess what? Independent contractors are responsible for their own payroll taxes and responsible for their own unemployment. Well, that means when we can't work, we don't get money, which sucks. But this bill just changed that. Now, in my last video, I mentioned that if you're a small business owner and you either employ people or you've paid people to help you by paying people with like a 1099, paying other independent contractors, you might be eligible for a $10,000 grant, like free money, or a loan of up to $10 million to help you with your payroll and mortgage costs. If you haven't seen that video yet, go check it out. But a lot of you in the comments were wondering, hey, Kevin, like that's great, but what if I never 1099 any help? What if I don't have any employees? What do I do then? Well, this video is for you. In the bill that was just approved by Congress, so you're allowed to self-certify that you have been affected by the outbreak. Now, I'll go into some of the rules for affected by, and you're gonna be pretty impressed by them, so stick around for those rules. Now, I'm gonna link the part of this bill that applies down below, but I'm gonna try to give you a summary here. Just don't sue me, bro. I'm just trying to do my best understanding this government crap, and I'll tell you, after you've been reading a stimulus bill that's 888 pages long, you kind of start going cross-eyed, okay? I have no idea how people in Congress actually read the whole bill that they're voting on. Maybe they don't. The stimulus bill, which is now signed into law, says that you can self-certify that you have been affected by the outbreak. Now, there are a ton of different ways you could be affected by it, so stay tuned. I'm gonna walk you through those. But most importantly, if you become eligible for unemployment benefits, you could redeem $600 per week immediately, which is awesome. And you could get this $600 per week based on this stimulus plan as an independent contractor, a gig economy worker, whatever, for up to 39 weeks, which $600 times 39 weeks is $23,400 of essentially unemployment insurance. Now, the beautiful thing is, because that's about $2,400 per month, which is pretty good, it's pretty substantial. The cool thing on top of this, though, is that you can actually also get unemployment benefits from your state on top of this $600 if your state has passed unemployment benefits for independent contractors. Not all states have. According to the Miami Herald, you could get $215 from the state of Florida on top of the $600 in this bill. The Florida benefits only last for 12 weeks, but still, that's like getting $815 for 12 weeks and then getting $600 for the next 27 weeks, assuming that Florida doesn't extend it, assuming the stimulus bill doesn't get extended even past the 39 weeks. This is great. So it's very, very important that right now, if you're an independent contractor, you hit up the Google. I wouldn't necessarily drive, if you're even able to your unemployment office right now. I would hit up the Google and just type in your state unemployment. That's it. California, unemployment. Florida, unemployment. Boom, Google it. Start applying online. Whatever they need, just do it. Don't wait, because I guarantee you these people are getting inundated. So if you have not yet applied, know that you're behind all of the other real job people. Gosh, I hated when I was 18 years old and people were like, Kevin, you need to get a real job. Shut up, this is my real job. Oh, my crossbow fell. Sorry, some angry German just came out there. But anyway, we're already behind the 8 ball here. I'm a realtor, okay? So if I can't show as many houses and I need to request unemployment, I can now do that, but I'm behind everybody else in line. So I better hop to it and get in front of all y'all. Now, I'm not really going to get in line in front of all of you all. I have to be so grateful because all of you actually keep my livelihood alive by watching this video, hitting that like button, and joining me in my programs like my real estate course or course on money or property management or sales. These are just wonderful programs that so many of you have been loving and emailing me about. Thank you so much for that, by the way. Now let's get to some of the important details. In order to self-certify to qualify for this unemployment, you have to be in a job where you can't telecommute, where you can't continue to work from home regularly, and you can't be receiving any kind of other sick pay or unemployment. So if you have a side hustle with a main job, I don't know if you're gonna qualify. Who knows though? You know, I always say, when in doubt, figure it out. And apply anyway, because then you'll figure it out. You'll either get it or you'll get denied. Now, obviously, if you think you're pretty confidently going to get denied, I wouldn't try to bog up the system and throw in an application anyway. But look, I mean, if you have legitimate doubt, apply. I mean, that's why they call it an application, you know? But here's some very important details. Number one, you can get this unemployment insurance going all the way back to January 27th, 2020. So that means if you're going to apply for these unemployment benefits, you may as well figure out exactly when your income started going down so you could try to recoup back weeks as well. Now, just a heads up, I'm gonna read this line to you. The line in the actual bill says, "The Secretary shall establish a process for making assistance under this section available for weeks beginning on or after January 27th. That's really complicated. So no, I don't have all the answers. And honestly, I don't think the Secretary of every state has all the answers yet either. So don't sue me, bro. You know, when you're dealing with the government, realize you're pretty much signing up to go stand in line at the DMV. But if I was making zero right now and I had the potential to go stand in line at the DMV and get paid $600 a week for doing that, I might consider doing that. Here's some other important notes. Usually when you file a new unemployment claim, you have to wait 1 week before receiving benefits, and you usually have to be actively looking for work. Well, in this case, both of those are waived, though honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it takes a week for you to get money anyway, given the backlog. So the sooner you hop on this, the better. Also, very, very important, a lot of us independent contractors work from home. And what does that mean? Like, are we still eligible? Like, I mean, if we could still work a little bit from home, are we eligible? Or like, what's the rule? How much do we have to be impacted if we work from home? Well, first, if you want to really minimize this impact, make sure to get your 2 free stocks with Webull when you deposit $100, because why not? It'll take you like 5 minutes and you'll get 2 free stocks. So even if you get $20 or up to $1,400, that's not bad pay for 5 minutes. Now, aside from the pitch to go to the links down below, the actual bill says that if you are an individual who has the ability to telework with pay, you do not qualify. Which the with pay word, in my opinion, is very important, because if they say with pay, it kind of implies I can work from home with full pay. So if my income isn't affected, then I probably wouldn't qualify. But in the prior self-certification section, it says if you're partially unemployed, you could self-certify and qualify because you've been affected. Now, reasons you could be affected could be a variety of things. Kind of like you could be potentially expressing symptoms of the illness, like a sore throat or a fever, or a member of your family is expressing symptoms and you need to care for them. Or maybe your children can't go to school and you need to care for them, and now you're partially unemployed because your kids are yelling around, screaming every single time you come out of your home office and you can't concentrate, and all of a sudden your income's going down because every single time you go out, they want to play with you because they don't have other kids to play with because schools are closed. I have 2 children. Or maybe you're a realtor who's able to make listing appointments, but you're not allowed to go drive to the appointments because y'all on lockdown. Or you've had to quit your job, or you've become a primary breadwinner because the person who was originally the breadwinner is now sick or unable to work. Or maybe you're a handy person and your income's gone way down because people don't want you in their house right now because they think you're gonna come over and give them a sickness. Oh. There are a lot of reasons to go apply for unemployment insurance. So if you're an independent contractor, Uber, Lyft, Realtor, exotic dancer, I say exotic dancer because somebody messaged me on Instagram and said, hey, I'm an exotic dancer. What do I qualify for? I'm like, I ain't the government, okay? I'm just some dude on YouTube. But I thought that's kind of a cool job. So bottom line, to recap all of this in a simple way, although there's obviously very important detail in the video. Yes, if you are a gig economy worker, you are self-employed, you're an independent contractor, you may qualify for up to $600 per week going back into January and going forward a total of 39 weeks. You might be able to stack those benefits with your state benefits for unemployed independent contractors if they've passed such rules. Yeah, you can't be receiving any other kind of sick pay and so on and so forth, but folks, go apply. That's the big thing right here. Obviously, a lot of other detail we talked about, but folks, thank you so much for watching. Follow me on Instagram, and until next time.